Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to the EVES auction room here. There's been a riot of activity going on in our real estate market at this point in time, and it is a great opportunity today to coattail the great work of our salespeople. When I say there's been a lot of activity going on, we had an auction in here at 9 o'clock this morning. We sold that property. We've had two properties that were supposed to be auctioned today that have been sold prior, so that gives you a bit of an indication of what's happening. So my name's Fran, and it's my pleasure to be working with you this afternoon over the next 45-50 minutes for 8 properties, and then I'm going to hand over to my good friend, colleague and fellow auctioneer Jordan Silverite, and he will then conduct our 2 o'clock session. Robin will be with you all the way. She will look after all the technology in the auction room, as will our team on the bottom of the screen there, Karen, Mark, Craig and Trevor. They'll be with you all the way as well. They're what we call our negotiation team. If your bids don't take us to the vendor's reserve price, that's the level an auctioneer can put the property to the market and sell to the highest bidder. But if we are south of that figure, then we will pause the auction. We'll give you that opportunity to continue discussions with our sellers and see if we can help you get it over the line and secure your new home here this afternoon. That will be done by the team. We'll press on and off with the next property so we don't hold anybody up. Now, as far as the negotiation team are concerned, they have got an absolute wealth of experience and they will be looking after your best interests. If you don't reach agreement today, folks, then quite simply, if the auction comes back and I close the auction, anybody can come forward with an offer, and that does include the conditional buyers as well. So give it your best shot here this afternoon and get in ahead of those potential conditional buyers and those properties that we do have strong conditional interest. I'll alert you to that as well. Total transparency is what we thrive on here at the EVES auction room. Documentation, as you saw it pop up just before there, that's the Buyers and Sellers Guide. Real Estate Authority started circulating that in 2008, and they are available in the stand just outside of the auction room as well. I don't need to talk any further about that, but I do need to cover off a little bit about the contract for sale that we work to here today, and that has, of course, been circulated in draft form, as you see there on the screen, and that same stand just outside the back door there, finalised copies for each individual property. If there's been any amendments to those contracts, I'll alert you to those before inviting your spirited bidding here this afternoon. So by way of your bidding today, folks, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood, you accept that contract that we work to, and of course I remind you, you bid on a cash unconditional basis, and you are deemed to have accepted the vendor's title without any rights of requisition, so just being aware of that. On the front page of the contract, set out in clause 2, is what you see up there on the screen, and that is the conduct of today's auction. So in terms of the conduct of today's auctions, folks, it's all pretty straightforward. I remind you of a couple of important points. The first one being your obligation. Should you be a successful purchaser here today, then your obligations immediately on completion of the auction prior to commencing any celebrations is to sign the contract and, of course, pay your deposit. Just 10% of the purchase price is what you asked for today, unless you've made any alternative arrangements with our sellers. The other thing I just want to cover off with you, folks, is vendor bidding. There's still a little bit of a myth out there in the marketplace about vendor bids being used to push the price up. That's absolute nonsense. We only use vendor bids at a level where the sellers are prepared to enter into those negotiations with you. I'll only use a vendor bid if I've only got one person participating in the auction. If there's 2 of you, I'll leave it entirely up to you. But if we're too far away from the seller's reserve price, I'll use the vendor bid to help you get to that negotiating platform, at which time we'll pause the auction. That will be below the seller's reserve price. We'll give you that opportunity to continue discussions, and I'll disclose any vendor bids to you. Funnily enough, I'll actually use the words vendor bid or the bids with me, so it will be very clear. So at this juncture, folks, I'd be happy to answer any questions that anybody might have. Welcoming our viewers watching via the live stream, welcome into the EVES auction room here, wherever you are in the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Nice to have you with us. Yep, we've got telephone bidders on some of our properties. They're watching via the live stream as well. It's great with technology. Technology and I don't really get on. That's why I've got Robin on my left-hand side. And technology is great as long as it's working. I mentioned a couple of properties that were bought that were sold prior. One of those, Kelly X, will be from our Cherrywood office, marketed the property at 163 Bellevue Road. First week on the market, the vendors received a pre-option offer that was acceptable to them. We called all interest and that property was sold prior. Charlotte Gardner and Lauren McRae, here's Lauren over here, they were marketing the property at number 2B Canary Street. Same thing, same situation with that one, vendors sold prior, the property prior to the auction being bought here today. So this brings us to another different situation, folks. Again, clear evidence of what's happening in the real estate market at the moment, and that is the property at 12B Seaspray Drive. Dirk Murray from our Mount Maunganui office has been marketing this property. This property was scheduled, I think it was next week, wasn't it, Dirk?
Yeah, it was next week.
Next week. Right, the auction has been brought forward, the owner is in contract, there'll be no vendor bidding on this one. I'm going to disclose the level of the offer very shortly to you. I will then invite any bids over that level to give everybody equal opportunity. That is why the auction has been brought forward. So the property in question, number 12B Seaspray Drive, an exceptional haven where dream living intersects with limitless possibilities as well. We look at the legal aspects of it. You'll find the record of title SA 26C folio 367 confirms the property as a cross-lease freehold. 20 working days from today's date, Dirk, is our settlement date. Yep. And we do have authorised telephone bidding on this one, folks. So a couple of clauses I just need to remind you about. Clause 23, purchaser acknowledges and accepts the garage on the property converted by a previous owner to a rumpus laundry may or may not have the required consent. There's no Tauranga City Council consent noted on the file, and the vendor warranties under clause 9.35 in respect of that garage conversion are hereby deleted. So the second one is the early release of the deposit in accordance with the Real Estate Agents Act of 2008. Quite standard at this time of year, nothing to be concerned about there. It's just authorised us to release the deposit prior to Christmas. So, channels list. Dirk, any changes, any additions, deletions? Not the way you've got your eyes and cross your T's with your business. So this is really is a starter's delight. It's undergone the essential upgrades as well, providing a move-in ready haven for you at 12B Seaspray Drive. Generously sunny private deck there, absolutely perfect for your soirees with the backdrop of those crashing waves not too far away. That really does create a hum of camaraderie for you. The sizzling barbecue as well, the laughter of the little ones, it's all available for you here at 12B Seaspray Drive. Centrally located gem is what Dirk has been describing the property, so it's not just for first-time owners, first-time homeowners. It really is a blank canvas for buyers from all walks of life, whether you be investors or whatever. Now, I did say that the property is in contract. That contract was signed at $729,000. I now put it to you folks for any advance on $729,000. Perhaps $735,000 might be a strategic move if you wish to make a play for the keys. Otherwise, the property's sold. Need to be quick. Take anything on top of $729,000. If it's a single, I'm quite happy to work with you as well to give you that opportunity. Otherwise, I'll call it 3 times. But I get any advance on $734,000. The new owner at the back of the room there via the telephone at $734,000. We're on the market. We sell to the highest bidder in the auction room here this afternoon. $735,000. Take a single. What about your buyer there, Lauren? At $735,000, the property sells over here. 740. Beautiful work. Loving your strategy there on our phone with our phone bidders now. That's $740,000 there. A talk from here, Dirk. Where do we go from here?
742.
That's 742. Mixing it up now, no problems at all. It's $742,000. 45, do we say for your buyer there, Joseph? Or do we go straight to $750,000? 742. 747, even better. That's 747. 750 would be the strategic move for your buyer there, Dirk. At 740.
749.
749. Opens the door for a single to take you to $750,000. At $749,000, we sell away.
755.
755. Beautiful work. That's $755,000. Gentlemen on the phone with Joseph knows values in this location. At 755,000. $755,000 out the door she goes today at 755 What do we say, Dirk? Anything on top? 757. 757. I'm not going to make any suggestions, Joseph. I'm going to leave it entirely up to you. Where do we go from here? 757. No? Shaking your head the wrong way there, Lauren. 757 and selling. Quickly, how's up? How'd she go?
6-3.
763. 763.
I know.
All walks of life, the giant step is required now because we sell the property at $763,000.
765.
765. 770. Should we go? 765 it is.
769.
769. Interesting numbers here today at $769,000. Make no comment on the two figures in the middle.
770.
770 we go. Down to the single now at $770,000. Are we going to hit the 800? I don't know. Wait around. Let's see. 775. 7 3/4 we go now. Another single, is it there, Dirk? Or are we going to change it up again?
776.
776. 776. Property well bought, well forward is property well bought. 780. 780. Beautiful. Loving it there. At $780,000. Sure. Let's see if I can finish the sentence this time. Property well forward, property well bought. That's the saying we go. At $780,000. Are we in or out now, Duke? Absolutely 100% sure. Good score now at $780,000 at the back of the room there with Joseph's Fire. Second time at 780,000. Absolutely 100% sure there, Lauren. Looks like your wire's gone there, Dirk. Third final opportunity. Sold. Right, moving along, folks, there's a very, very good indication on just how to go about buying a property at an EVES auction. So we'll press on to our second one for the afternoon, third one for the day. Number 7, Goodridge Close. Richard Cluett, working out of our EVES Cherrywood office, has been marketing this property. If you're looking for something that's got no traffic issues, quiet, secure, with neighbours keeping an eye out for each other, if that's a bit of you folks, then do not let this opportunity pass you by. The legal description of the property is a freehold estate, 614 square metres of land, more or less, all described in Record and Title SA 668 Folio 32. We do have authorised telephone bidding on this property as well. The settlement date is the 29th of February 2024. There was some documentation circulated earlier indicating that the settlement was 20 working days. That has been amended. Richard just confirmed for me, 29th of February 2024.
Correct.
Any changes to the channels list at all?
No, channel list is correct.
All that's circulated. So there you go, folks. That ticks off all the legal aspects of it. Now you'll remember when you went and viewed this property that the natural light just floods in to brighten your day from start to finish as well. Certainly a kitchen that Jamie Oliver would beg to work out of. Your food is going to taste so much better. A lounge that will inspire the convivial social interaction with family and friends as well. You've got that free-flowing living there. If that's the order of your day, then you will achieve that in this home at 7 Goodridge Close. When you need a place to recharge your batteries, not just those of your Tesla, then this home will certainly do that for you in comfort and style. So in your hands, buyers, where do we say go for this one? Is it you in the room or is it somebody on the phone?
Want to start with this?
Be a good idea. It's usually what an auctioneer is looking for as a starting bid. $850,000. Welcome aboard there, sir. At $850,000. We'll travel a nice, easy $20,000 rise from here. A good logical start as well, sir. Exactly where I would have suggested myself. At $850,000, looking for a $20,000 rise now. Thank you. At $870 we go now. $870 it is now against you, sir. At $890 do we say for you? At $870,000, it's seated over here on my left-hand side. Down the room at $890 we go on the way there, sir. At $890, take me through the 900 threshold and we go $910 for you there, sir. 900. Shortening the stride, showing you that playing your cards a little bit early, but that's okay. At $900,000, should we stay in 20 soon and go straight to 20? Okay, yeah, I thought you'd say that, but I had to try anyway. At 910, I've got the rest of the afternoon, I don't mind. At 910, you started the 10, sir. Fine print says you started, you've got to keep it going. At $910,000 at the back of the room there, sir, do we say 920 for you?
930.
930, beautiful, even better, sir, at $930,000. What's your answer to that one there, sir? $930,000. Shall we fight fire with fire, go straight to 950?
940.
940, happy to take your 10, no problems at all at 940. Trying that 20 again, are we, sir, or are you going to go back to the 10s as well?
960.
960, beautiful. Love your work there at $960,000. What say you at the back of the room there now, sir? Do we say another 10? 970 it is now. $970,000 here for Goodrich, close at 970. You were taught to that there, sir?
975.
975, $975,000. 980, should we say there, sir? $980,000. And breaking news, folks, we're on the market. We sell away at $980,000 at the back of the room there. I'll take any denomination you wish to put on top there, sir. Perhaps another 5, maybe a 2.5. I'll even take a single, put you back in front. If he doesn't say it, doesn't go again, you bought the property for the sake of just $1,000. Are you absolutely sure, sir? We're on the market. That now selling sign is flashing. We sell away. I'll even take a $500 bid for it if it's going to help you there, sir. One final lunge for the keys. Shall we go for just a $500 bid? Your opportunity is here. First call now at $980,000. I sell away here at One more, 981. $981,000. Your answer for that is there. We sell away at 82. 982. Here's your opportunity here again at 982.
Okay.
I said it earlier in the brought forward option. Property well bought, property well bought. You've been doing well so far, sir. Don't let it go now. For the sake of just $1,000, it could be yours. I don't know. You're the only one that can test it. At $982,000.
985.
85, beautiful, great work there, sir. That's the way to do it now. At $985,000, 990 might shut it down, sir.
87.
87. Back to the twos again. 987. 987 we go. Perhaps a suggestion to you for 990, sir. Just a suggestion. $987,000 it sells at the back of the room now.
So 987.
990 apparently.
990. You're doing exactly what I do at home too, sir. Listen, we just do as we're told. $990,000. You're taught to that there, sir. If you want it, here's your chance.
92.
92.
992.
992. Calculator's going again. Hope the batteries don't run flat before I call it 3 times because I'm giving you every opportunity.
Sure.
992. What says she this time round, sir? $992,000. I need a decision to be fair with our bidder at the back there now. At $992,000.
992.
95 apparently.
995. 995. Good strategic move would be rounded to $1 million, sir. Yep.
Okay, 97.
97.
997.
Opens the door there to round it to an even million. Be a good conversation to have at the pub tonight. Just talking about an EVES auction for $1 million today. Are you absolutely sure, sir? You've been travelling so well.
Yeah.
Don't let it go now. At $997,000, are you absolutely 100% sure? Dig deep into the pocket, sir. There might be a lazy single at the bottom of the heap there. You're the only one that can test it. At $997, otherwise it sells. First call now at $997,000, sir. Are you absolutely 100% sure? Second call now. You haven't got a lazy 500 sitting around there somewhere. Third, she puts the phone back in front of him again.
1 million.
1 million. Wants to have that conversation in the pub tonight, but you can take it away, sir. $1,002,000. 1,000,002. Trying hard there, sir, at 1,000,002. The keys go back to the back of the room at $1,002,000. Not sure if you're using the calculator or a text message to get more money there, I don't know. But I need your answer, because I need to be fair with the gentleman at the back of the room. I'm 100% sure you've been doing very well. First call now at $1,002,000. Second time, third, last chance before it goes. It goes. Appreciate the spirit of doing that, folks. Rightio, moving on. Number 490B, Otomotai Road, marketed by Terry Gregory, working out of our EVES on Cameron office up there and this is a great opportunity. Nestled in a highly desirable Cherrywood neighbourhood where convenience goes straight to the top of the list, doesn't it? Absolutely superb convenience from this one here at 490B Otomotai Road. The legal aspects of it: freehold estate, 408 square metres of land or less, record of title SA 50C folio 589. Confirms all that legal aspects of it. There are a number of clauses in the contract, folks. That is because the vendors acting, or the vendors are the public trust, acting as executors of the estate. So they are standard clauses, been there right from the outset, so I need not go through those. 15 working days from today's date. Terry is still our settlement date, a little bit of flexibility around that as well. Talk to Terry if you need an alternative date. And I'm going to say no changes to the channels list.
No changes.
I think it would be so. So there we go, folks. That ticks off all the legal aspects for the property. What truly sets this home apart is the opportunity it presents to any discerning buyers, the chance to infuse your unique style and add significant value to this property is right there on the screen as you are seeing before your very eyes. Any telephone bidders on this one, Terry?
No.
So that's what I mean. It's entirely up to you here that are viewing the property on the screen there. You all know what it's got there. The only limitations here are those that you impose on your own imagination and creativity. So that's all it really needs, is a bit of imagination and creativity to bounce this property straight back into life again. So close to the Cherrywood shops you can count your steps on your fingers. You don't need a Fitbit to count your steps across to the Cherrywood shops. You venture a bit further there, you get to enjoy the water's edge, and of course you get down the back end of Otomotai Road there to the water's edge, and you're flanked on both sides with some wonderful parks. You've got Ferguson Park one way and Coolwood Park the other way. So it's all about location, location, location. And the good thing about this property is if you go across to the neighbourhood bar and kitchen and you have one or two too many, you don't have far to stumble home. And there's even a pedestrian crossing right outside the door for you. So, in your hands, buyers, who says go for this one? Who like you? Pardon? $700,000 over here on the right-hand side at $700,000. I'll take a $25,000 rise. Probably in this location. I can vouch for the location, it's absolutely superb. I live just up the road. But don't take that personally. $700,000, I can be a good neighbour for you. At $700,000, we say 25 on top. Once I call now, second time, third, last opportunity, working alongside you at 725, then vendor bid at 725, making it 750, shall we? 750 on the way now at $750,000. There we go. Here it is. Think about the location, think about where it is and what it's got to offer, folks, and the potential. At $750,000, chasing down that 25 again. First I call, second time you heard Terry say no registered phone bidders, entirely up to you in the room. Third, last opportunity. Going to go once more on behalf of our vendors then at 775. Take me to 8, we'll pause and talk if you wish. 8 we go, at $800,000. There it is on the right-hand side at $800,000. No further vendor bidding. Entirely up to you here in the room, folks. I'll call it 3 times. Once, twice. Last chance at $800,000. We keep working with a starting bidder at $800,000. Craig, can you see if you can help, please? So now we move on to number 62, Williams Avenue, Charlotte Gardner, who needs no introduction whatsoever, working out of our Putmire office, has certainly been presenting this picture-perfect property that is the result of a superbly executed update giving this reputable Beasley home a whole new lease on life. It's been superbly done, hasn't it, Charlotte? It's just, I suspect that you would probably want, a bucket full of these types of properties to take to the market. Certainly superb indeed. The legal aspects of it: the freehold estate, record of title 835081, confirmed that the property is 545 square metres of land, more or less. Now, the TV aerial is not operational, it does stay, and the wooden boxes in the shed, they are excluded, they will not be there. And this contract also has a clause authorising early release of the deposit, as I mentioned earlier, standard for this time of the year. There was some documentation circulated stating 20 working days. That's been amended to 60 working days. So still a bit of flexibility around that. If you need an alternative date, just talk to Charlotte. And I'm going to go so far as to say there'll be no changes to the channels listed other than what I've just talked about. So there we go. The modern interior facelift retains the home's original character while reinvigorating its charm right throughout as well. The central living, it just showcases the savvy use of the space bathed in absolute natural light as well. You can almost feel that natural light surrounding you with the photograph that you see on the screen there. And that reminds you of those crisp whites that make a timeless statement throughout the home, and that's complemented certainly by the contrasting beautiful timber floorboards as well, really creating something special and a very warm environment in the home. Established neighbourhood, neighbouring magnolia, well, that's on the outside there. That provides a privacy barrier and just the right level of shade across that expansive deck that you see there. That's where you're going to spend a lot of your time indeed. Your summer barbecues, well, they're going to taste so much better, and you are going to get the opportunity to enjoy time on that deck and really impress your friends. But before you do that, you've got to buy it. And if you don't buy it in the room here today, I'm going to tell you now that you are going to be in competition, because Charlotte already has an offer drawn up, ready to go, just waiting for the purchasers to sign it to present to our office. No change to that, we talked about that yesterday. So we're all good to go. Happy to work with conditional buyers, but cash buyers, you get the first chance. Are we in or out? Your opportunity is now. First call. Second, last chance before I shut it down, and we keep working with our conditional buyer. Closing the auction, handing it back to you, Charlotte. I'm looking forward to getting a text message later today letting you know that the property's under contract. Thank you. All right, Rachel Love is the lovely lady that's just been having a quick conversation with me up the front here. She's been the one that's marketing the 14 Leaky Lane, but you've also been working alongside with Grace Anderson. So Rachel works out of our Bethlehem office, and Grace works out of our Caddy office. And of course, 14 Leaky Lane is up there in Caddy. Contemporary riverfront townhouse with big views. That's what we're talking about here at this wonderful street address. That's the way the postie knows it. 14 Leaky Lane, but the Land Transfer Office know it as a freehold estate, all described in a record of title 988745. Now we did have a document stating 5 working days for settlement day. That's been changed to 97 days from today's date. Is that good? Is the property tentative, is it?
Yes.
Yep.
And there is some room to move on that.
So some flexibility there. But if you are investors, well, perhaps you get an immediate return on your investment. Just a quick reminder though, folks, of clause 23, which basically deals with the assignment of all warranties, guarantees, contracts and commitments to the purchaser. And clause 24, purchasers acknowledge you're aware of the Residents Association agreement for the owners of the Urutara River Views development and be provided with a copy of that document. You're aware of the financial contributions and obligations to the owners contained in that document. So just making sure that you are fully aware of that. And the channels list, any other additions, deletions, no changes there. See, I told you our EVES team, they do a superb job. It's a home that's got personality stamped all over it, this one here at 14 Leaky Lane. You've got that concise open floor plan, flawlessly blends the living area, dining and kitchen, creating a very inviting atmosphere for everyday life and, of course, when you're entertaining family and friends as well. warm, airy interior spaces with lots of natural light and corridors of views in every direction is what comes from this home as well. And of course you've got that outlook from the deck that works right across towards the Kaimais. I would suggest sitting on that deck, Rachel, and you can get some glorious sunsets. I mean, you can see them there, there's some Kaimais out the windows there. Absolutely superb indeed. You've still got the benefit of the transferable master build warranty for peace of mind. I made reference to that in the extra clauses. The convenience of being right in town. Well, I would suggest buying this home, you may have just found your sweet spot. Opening bids for number 14, Becky Lane. Not going to help you with this one, leaving it entirely up to you. For an opening bid now, first call for a start, second, final opportunity. Working with the cash interest only. No cash today, so I'm going to close the auction and hand it back to you, Rachel. I know we've got a little bit more work to do on that. If you know of anybody looking for a property like that, folks, give Rachel in our Bethlehem office a call, or Grace in our Caddy office, and they will certainly be keen to help you from there.
Thanks, Rob.
You're welcome. Well, while we're up in that neck of the woods there, let's carry on a little further, not too far further. About 25, 30 minutes further on from Caddy, and then you go 20 minutes. You drive faster than I do there. Dynasty Holtz from our EVES YB office has been marketing this property, number 11A Simmons Street up there in YB. Just an absolutely superb place indeed. You get the opportunity to set the scene here on a beautiful, serene and sunny, picturesque 3,135 square metres of land, more or less, for a lifestyle that won't add years to your life, but it will add life to your years. You can be guaranteed of that. Just think about that. You know, you see what you see there is just absolutely superb. When we look at the legal aspects of it, I mentioned that land size of 3135 square metres, more or less, being freehold estate. SA 65B folio 434 is the record of title that confirms all that. 7 working days from today's date. That's all you need. And hand over the do-re-mi, set your architect to work, and you can start construction as soon as you can get a builder there in 2024. So just a quick reminder of the YD clause that's in all our YD property contracts, just advising you where to go if you've got any concerns with the YD mine. Clause 24, that early release of the deposit, I mentioned that earlier with another property. Clause 25, you acknowledge that the power, water and telecommunication connections to the property are the sole responsibility and cost of the purchaser after the completion of settlement. The vendor shall not be responsible for putting in place the power, water and or telecommunication and any costs associated with connecting them. So just making sure that you are fully aware of that extra clause there. But I understand the power and the water is around the boundary. Is it within?
Yes, that's correct.
It's there. It's within the boundary. It's just that further connection that you've got to do. And that's pretty standard for a section anyway. You've got to take care of that for yourself anyway. So 7 working days, as I mentioned, the settlement date for this one. So simply superb indeed. You get the opportunity to just let your imagination run wild as you plan what you and your family are going to do on this wonderful site. You can see it there on the screen there. Let's look into the next one because it really does. Those red indicative lines of where the boundary runs. Just indicative only, but you can see there that you've got those existing trees, you've got a segment of bush, and you've even got a running stream running through your property. So your family are going to simply love you forever for buying a site like this there. Conveniently located in the Waihi town with plenty of the local attractions, including the Hauraki Rail Trail not too far away, stunning beaches, well they're all close by, and then of course you've got that wonderful vibrant township of Waihi. So if you're wandering up the main street of Waihi, you go past the EVES office, just wander at the door, ask for Dynasty and she'll be able to give you all the ins and outs for this property and any other property in the district as well. She's got a good handle on the market. Haven't you, Dynasty? Yes, you have.
Yes.
I'll answer the question for you. Right, so in your hands, Myers, where do we say go for this one? Looking for an opening bid now for number 11A Simmons Street in Waihi. First call for cash. Second time. Third, last opportunity. Obviously no cash here today, or if you are in cash, you're not disclosing it, so I'm going to close the option. How much do we need? 3,135 square metres. How much do we need to buy?
To buy this property, Grant, you need $445,000. That's it.
$445,000. Bargain basement buying there, folks. $445,000. Like I said, Dynasty works out of our EVES Waiheke office. Just give her a call, she'll help you with that. But I think that is excellent buying for a site of that size and what it has to offer. Families are just going to absolutely adore having so much fun on that site. Thank you, Dynasty. Right, just interrupt that, and we will now move on to our next offering for the afternoon, 135 Ballantoy Park Drive. Derek Rosa is the marketing consultant for this one. Mark, would you just, Craig's still busy at the moment, so thank you. 135 Ballantoy, but we don't like the agents standing up here, they'll get a bit lonely. So used to working with people out there. So Derek's been marketing this property. Derek works out of our EVES on Cameron office. I can tell you now, before I go any further, if you don't buy this property here this afternoon, Derek has got some strong conditional interest. And if you were here for my preamble, I did alert you to that, and I'd said I would let you know if there's strong conditional interest in the property. So this one here, strategically located in a quiet street of Ballantoy Park Drive, it really is going to be your new tranquil lifestyle, but you have to buy it first. Record of title 560085 confirms that when you do buy the property on settlement date, which is 20 working days from today's date, or mutually agreed between both parties, you take ownership of 530 square metres of land, more or less. As I said, a freehold estate. Now the flagpole and the outdoor pots with the plants, there's 9 of those. There was some documentation saying 5, there's actually 9. They do not stay with the property, the owners are taking those with them. So the 9 outdoor pots with the plants in them and the flagpole, the owners are taking that. So I've mentioned the settlement date. Any other changes to the channels list, Derek?
None whatsoever.
So all good to go there. So start and finish your day in a very, very thoughtful designed home indeed. You've got that inviting open plan dining area, family room, and of course that modern kitchen equipped with the quality appliances. Well, that really does just put the icing on your cake indeed. Artistically landscaped gardens, they unfold around you, providing a blend of easy care foliage. You've got the fruit trees there to keep your fruit bowls full all year round, and of course you've got the grapevine as well. So when you look here on the screen, folks, that is a spot that you are going to enjoy for hours on end in privacy. This is one here, it's really suitable to all lifestyles, so if you want to treat yourself or someone special to something nice, then this will earn you tons of brownie points, I can assure you of that. So as I said, we do have strong conditional interest in the property, so I leave it entirely up to you now. I'll call it 3 times. If I don't get a start, I'm simply going to shut it down and Derek will go contacting those conditional buyers. Once, twice, third and final opportunity for cash interests. Closing the option, Derek. They are going to be excited to hear from you this afternoon because somebody's going to get a very good buy on that property. I can assure you of that. So look forward to hearing that you've got that property under contract. All right, we'll be back to you on the negotiations on 490B Otomoto Road as soon as we can, but in the meantime we present to you what I would describe, Ron, as an absolutely amazing opportunity. If convenience and flexibility is the key to your lifestyle, folks, then don't just get your pen out, get a big fat felt tip pen and give that a big tick, because that is really what's on offer here. And then add an extra bonus, you have got truckloads of potential at 159 Evans Road. Ron Melville from our Pitmore office has been marketing this property, and you get 519 square metres of generous Kiwi terra firma that go with the property. It's a freehold estate, the best class of ownership you can buy in New Zealand, and record of title SA 65D folio 849 confirms all of that. Now, there's a raft of excluded channels that you see on the screen there. I'm not going to go through and read them out. They have been in the documentation right from the outset, and there is an additional clause in the contract, which again I'm not going to go through word for word. It just outlines that the flat is not consented. It's consented as a workshop area only, but I wouldn't be too concerned about. Well, I can't say that, but you have got the use of that for whatever you wish. 20 working days from our settlement. From today's date is our settlement date, so not too long to wait. A bit of flexibility. If you need an earlier or later date, then just talk to Ron, and I'm sure he will work something out for you. So that covers off all the legal aspects. No other changes to the channels list there, Ron. It was just as you had there, so all good to go. Space is plentiful. Entertaining is simple. What more could you ask for? You've got the extra accommodation that I've already made reference to. In terms of that non-consented flat, but a great option there for extended family, perhaps an Airbnb, so the opportunity to supplement your mortgage. Use it for whatever you like. It could be a work from home situation, but certainly lots and lots of options at 159 Evans Road. You can even set up your man, or without being got to be a little bit careful there. Maybe even your lady cave if you want that sort of thing. It could be a great use there, or maybe even just use it as a craft room or work from home. Now, have a look at this next shot, folks. Feeding straight out of the lounge is this amazing outdoor area that simply extends your living area. You've got brilliant privacy where you will simply imbibe into the night in comfort with family and friends as well. Even in the winter time, I'd suggest, Ron, an outdoor heater or that sort of thing. There, it'll be absolutely toasty and superb connection with the inside. Now, our vendors say, show us your money. They are very keen to work with the cash interest here today. Investors, well, you should be all over these like bees to a honeypot, because you can get a return of somewhere in the vicinity of $770 to $810 per week for this property. So certainly a good return on your investment. You do the calculations. You tell me how much you would like to pay for it. Our owners are keen to talk today. Before an opening bid now. If you're watching via the live stream, folks, I would suggest that you contact Ron very, very quickly, because our vendors are very keen to work with somebody as soon as possible. Cash interest, you get the first chance today. Once, twice, last opportunity. Very surprising, Ron, that we don't have a cash buyer for this one, but that's an opportunity for somebody else. I'm going to close the auction. How much do we need to buy this property? Think about what I've said about it. How much do we need, Ron?
$1,039,000.
$1,039,000. That's all you need for this property at number 159 Evans Road. I can tell you now, folks, that is extremely good value for money. So Ron works out of our Papamara office. Make sure that you call him and get into it, because that property is not going to last. $1,039,000 buys it. Thanks, Ron.
Thank you, Grant. Thanks, Fran.
All right, lucky last for our 1 o'clock session, folks, and then I'll be back to you to finish off 490B Otamoto Road, and then I'll be heading over to Jordan for our 2 o'clock session, of course, at 2 o'clock. In the meantime, Colin Stewart Road from our EVES Kanikati office. Been marketing this property at number 35C Keir Street. Affordable, appealing, and convenient. Those have been your words in your property description, Colin, and been working with you a long time. When you make statements like that, they are absolutely 100% correct. And this is really one of those properties that accords you that. It is a cross-lease freehold, SA 27A, folio 91 is the record of title that confirms all those legal aspects. 21st of December. That's just a couple of weeks away, folks. So the opportunity to settle before the big fella comes down the chimney. Has this got a chimney? No?
Heat pumps on the front deck.
Heat pumps on the front deck? Okay. Well, Santa's going to have to come through the front door on this one, folks. So I would suggest that you buy this today, and I think you're going to think Santa Claus has been today. When we look at the extra clauses in the contract, clause 23, purchasers acknowledge and accept that the dwelling and extension to the dwelling have council permits, but no lease or consent has been obtained, and nor has the flats plan been updated to reflect the extensions to the dwelling. Pretty standard with an auction property. You need to have accepted the vendor's title anyway. Clause 24, purchasers acknowledge that the shed and fence across the driveway on the neighbouring property being flat one may or may not be compliant with the council requirements. Clause 25, I'm not going to go through the entire document. Basically, it says part of the exterior cladding of the property is weatherside, and you are advised to conduct your own due diligence regarding that. And the last one, clause 26, just stating that the assignment of the agreement is attorney only with no obligation under the vendor warranties under clause 9, which is also standard with people acting with power of attorney. So 21st of December, I've already mentioned that. Channels list, any other changes there, Colin?
No changes.
No, so all good to go. You've got a cosy, compact home that will certainly benefit from some modernisation. Now, the vendor has cherished this home for 40 years of tenure. Now, that shouts absolute volumes of the comforts of this home and the lifestyle that it brings you. The rear section overlooking the green passive reserve, so absolutely perfect for those that are looking for privacy and tranquility. That's what you get to enjoy. You see it on the screen there. It's a popular neighbourhood. It's handy to town. It's handy to the supermarket. In fact, it's handy to all the services that the beautiful town offers, doesn't it? So,
Even the EVES office if they want a coffee.
so there you go. Pop down, walk into the EVES office, ring the bell, ask for Colin, and there's a coffee will be there just like that. So in your hands, fighters, where do we say go for this one? Looking for an opening bid now. Quickly hit a ring with the cash. First call. Second. Last opportunity with cash interest only. You're looking at me as if there's something wrong. What have I done? I knew something went wrong. Spent hours grooming it this morning too. Last opportunity now for Kia Street folks. Close the auction. Colin, how much do we need, mate?
565 and you'll be in by Christmas.
$565,000. Just shell the notes out, folks. $565,000 of them, and you can have the keys and be in for Christmas. So price down $565,000. Thanks, Colin. Much appreciated. I think I'm going to get some instructions. Okay, so here we go, folks. Back to 490B Otomoto Road before I hand over to Jordan for our 2 o'clock session. I have an amended bid now of $817,000. Ma'am, can you just confirm that, please? $817,000. My instructions, ladies, on the market, we sell to the highest bidder. Out she goes there, folks, at $817,000. Kiwi smackaroos and 490B Otomoto Road changes hands here on the settlement date. First call now for any advance on $817,000. Second, third, last chance quickly. It goes, it goes. Sold to you, ma'am, at $817,000. Congratulations. Welcome to the neighbourhood. See you across the road here at the same time. I'm just up the road. I just don't do house moves. Okay, that concludes our 1 o'clock session, folks. Congratulations to our buyers and sellers. We'll be back at 2 o'clock with another 10 great properties for you with Jordan.
Okay, folks, thanks for your patience. We'll continue on then with our 2 o'clock session. Jordan Silverite, my name, by way of introductions. I hope it's rather obvious. I'm going to be the auctioneer for the next hour or so. But we're going to do it. We're going to use a sort of a team approach to try and change ownership of a couple of properties today. And of course, I do have beside me Robert Potter. She helps with all the technology in the auction room here. And of course, on the screen behind me, where you'll see the wonderful properties that we do have up for sale today very shortly. But obviously, Grant Child, our National Auction Manager, he was up here with the 1 o'clock session. And certainly some very happy parties celebrating there with the change of ownership. Through that session, we're hoping to achieve the same here. So you look like smart, savvy, sophisticated buyers. I'll cross my fingers for you, and we'll see how we go. The other people I'll introduce for you very quickly: Trevor, Craig, Mark, and Karen. They're what we refer to here in the auction room as our elite team of negotiators. Now, how that would work, where they would step in. Basically, I've got instructions. Each property is subject to a confidential reserve price, which is the price in which I'm actually committed to sell the property. Now, if we don't quite get to that level, but what I refer to as the negotiation zone, then I might pause the auction and give you an opportunity to talk to one of those lovely people there, see if we can help you across the line on the property you intend to buy there. But that should all become pretty clear to you as we go through the process. We'll go to all the documentation now. Firstly, remind you though, you do bid on a cash unconditional basis. here in the EVES auction room. You acknowledge a couple of things. Firstly, you have done any due diligence necessary on your behalf to be able to buy the property today. You've received one of those, the REA's Buying and Selling Guide. Quite a handy little document to have there. No doubt you've seen them at all the open homes you've been through, but there are more copies available outside for you. You also agree to the terms dictated in the auction contract for the property you intend to buy. That documentation that was given to you in a draft format has now been finalised. That final copy is out there in the foyer for you again, and that's what we'll be signing if we do happen to sell the property today to you. The conduct of auction, well, that's on the front page of that documentation. We haven't gone and changed anything. It's been relatively the same for a little while now, and I'm not going to touch on every little point. As I say, smart and savvy, I don't need to remind you of every little detail. What I'm going to do, just touch on a couple of important things just to help you along the way. Firstly, vendor bidding. I want to make this nice and clear. Vendor bidding is the sellers saying to you, the buyers, thank you, but no thank you. At this level, we're not for sale. So the only person authorised to place a vendor bid is myself here in our EVES auction room. And if I place that vendor bid on behalf of our sellers, it's purely to guide you in the right direction. So if you want to buy the property, you just have to be above that vendor bid level. Now, I'll never place a vendor bid even close to my confidential reserve price. Like I say, the whole idea is to help you on your home buying journey. So you can be confident that if the sellers, or if I am placing a vendor bid on behalf of our sellers rather, they're happy to remain the owners at that level. But we'll see if we can help you out. I'll always label it clearly as such, and there should be no confusion on that front. The other thing I'll touch on is phone bidding. If you would like to bid via the telephone, you're probably either listening in at the moment or watching on the live stream. Hello to you there. You will need to have registered first if you plan to bid via the telephone today, and I'll endeavour to let you know if we do have any registered phone interest on each individual auction. If I don't mention it, you can be pretty confident that your competition sits amongst you. The only other thing I'll touch on is what you need to do if you are our lucky new purchaser. Firstly, we can have a big pat on the back, handshakes all around. We'll go and pop the champagne shortly, but first we need to put a signature on the contract sealing the deal, and we do of course need to arrange and pay that deposit, the 10%, the purchase price, unless of course you have a variation signed prior. Now, this would be a great opportunity. If you do have any questions, you let me know. Hopefully you've done your homework, and this hopefully isn't the first auction you've seen, but if it is, we'll get there together, we'll help you along the way. But if there's no questions, we'll continue on with our first property. That's wonderful, that's good, that's very good. I said they were smart, Robin, I told you. Right, let's have a look at the first property here, 60 The Drive in Brookfield. Now, Debbie Bennett, based out of our Bethlehem office, she has had the privilege of marketing this wonderful property here. It's a nice 70s brick beauty. It sits in a quiet cul-de-sac in the heart of Brookfield. It offers an opportunity to enjoy timeless charm while still providing options to update or upgrade should you wish to do so. Now, the contract calls it a legal freehold estate, being 756 square metres more or less. The record of title is SA 9C, folio 929. Now, we'll just take a look at the chattels list up there. Note that garage door opener has been removed from the documentation that was originally given to you there. Otherwise, there's some excluded chattels. That's the ones that the owners are going to be taking with them. But otherwise, there's still going to be a few there to meet you on your move-in day, which is roughly 90 days from the date of sale. There's been no late changes to that documentation. All as we see on the screen there for you. You also, if you've been invited today, you acknowledged that you will be signing the consent notice as well, which just accompanies that documentation. I'll just read very quickly or summarise for you the further terms of sale page, which are 23.0, clause 9.31 of the general terms and conditions. The vendor, not having been in occupation of the property, makes no warranties for the chattels or the systems, plants, devices on the property there. You buy it doing your own due diligence, basically. So the property itself, well, whether you're looking to land bank for future development, wanting to renovate and add a bit of further value, or whether you're just ready to move in and utilise the family home and the large surrounding section for yourself, well, there is a little bit of something for everyone here. Inside the home, as I touched on, functional to say the least, but certainly there's opportunity to perhaps modernise should you wish to do so later down the track. Whilst outside the location location, well, certainly it looks appealing. You're zoned for great schooling, you're not far from local supermarket, all the daily necessities. It's a wonderful location, a really great offering here at 60 The Drive. Buyers, the moment you've waited for has come. I'm going to call to you now for an opening offer. What do we say? Don't be shy. Start us away if you like.
850.
850. Great start, sir, at 850,000 there. Well, then good luck. And here we go, 850,000. I'll call it to the room. What do we say? We try a 20 on top rise from there. First the call though, in your favour, sir, at 850,000. Second the call here at 60 The Drive in Brookfield. And I go third for chasing a 20. Okay, 870, vendor bid. Need to see you above that level. Can we say 890 on your behalf?
Can we do 870?
I've got the bid at 870. Need to see you above that. Can we say, do I help you out at 880? Reasonably. Yeah, okay. Compromise is everyone's best friend today, okay? So at 880, it's in your favour, and I tell you what, if I see nothing further, it looks like you're the only buyer here, but I'll call it to the room to double check, and if nothing further, we'll pause and talk. First an opportunity then at 880,000 in your favour. Twice the call, other cash interests in the room, you need to let me know now. Third chance then at 60 The Drive. Okay, now my word, pause the auction. Karen, we'll see if we can help the buyer out at the front here. Okay, we'll continue on then. 16, Cassinia Close. Fran Harman out of our Patamara office. Fran was here twice this morning for another property, doing the auction there, which got a good result, but hoping for the same here at 16 Cassinia Close. A thoughtfully designed, quality built Harwood home. Here is a fantastic opportunity, suitable for those who appreciate the quality that is offered at this address. Now, the contract calls it 460 square metres of freehold land. You need to identify being 694594. 10 working days. That's all we have to wait before we can move in. My maths is getting pretty close to before Christmas, so I would like to think. So there you go, folks. Christmas in the new house, should you wish. And the chattels list, there's been no less changes to the chattels is on aware. Absolutely. So confidence, that's on your side here, buyers. Now, top-notch appliances, well, they just cement the style and the functionality that is offered through this modern kitchen here. Eggs on toast on that oversized breakfast bar, whilst the open layout, well, that just allows seamless transition between the entertaining spaces. Whether you're relaxing in that primary living room or sun-stoking on that covered alfresco outdoor decking, well, you'll find yourself constantly praising your good buying decisions. Whether it's a stroll to the beach, a quick trip down to the shops to get the daily needs, you'll find your convenience of your location all on par with the sophistication of your new home. So buyers, I'll pull it to you now. You let me know where you want to start the bidding here. Put it to the floor. Start us away. Cash buyers, that's who we're working with this afternoon. Call it 3 times if it helps you there. Once. Second call. Third we go then, buyers. Let's not delay. 16% here close. Okay, look, we'll close the option here. Fran, doesn't look like we've got cash in the room, but certainly motivation from our sellers. The instructions to us?
We're pricing the property at $1,059,000.
1,059. Seems like pretty good buying at that level there. So if you are interested in the property, perhaps watching on the live stream or indeed here in the room, get hold of Fran. She'll be happy to help you out. Good luck to you and your sellers on that one. Here we go. 6 Hogan Place in Campamar. We're going to stay on that side of the town for the moment. But Leon and Aja, they've had the privilege of marketing this wonderful property for their sellers. Well, it's hardly work when you get to turn up properties like this, take the buyers through. A wonderful offering here. And the title you put on your marketing, Leon, I noticed, was solid, spacious and serene. And well, quite frankly, I don't think we could sum it up any better if we try. Legally described 630 square metres of freehold land, unique identifier being 63439. Your chattels list, you'll see that up there. Of course, the underfloor heating as is. and the security cameras, 3 of those in the spa pool, they won't be there when you move in. But otherwise, the channels there's been no other changes for you. And your move-in day, well, that's 20 working days from the date of the agreement, with potentially a little bit of flexibility for the right buyer, as I'm aware. The home itself, or the family lounge, slightly separated from the central hub of the home, but it'll be no less social, however, allowing seamless connection between the outdoor entertaining spaces as well as that bright and sunny kitchen and dining space, which you'll see the home chef, they will be in awe of the modern and sleek kitchen setup that you've got here. Weeknight meal prep becomes, well, something that you look forward to rather than a tedious chore as it feels at the moment, certainly in my house at least, as the home chef of our house. But in a kitchen like this, well, I look forward to cooking dinner every night. Immaculately maintained, well cared for, solidly dressed home. It sits in a proud, close-knit community, and just a gentle amble down the road. Of course, you've got Oriental Reserve, Fashion Island, and of course, Pama's picturesque walkways. And we haven't even touched on the fact that there's that beautiful beach real close by as well. Buyers won't delay anymore. I'll put it to you now. You let us know where you want to start away for 6 Ohope Place. Silence. It's deafening, isn't it? Almost. Here we go. We'll call it 3 times if you like them buyers. First opportunity for you. If you're just shy, we can hold your hand, walk you through it. Second call, 3rd chance then. Okay, look, we'll close the auction. A great property like this, I'm sure it won't be too long before we have a nice big solid sticker on the front. So auction closed if you're interested. Leon will be happy to help you out. Wish you yourselves the best. Right, appreciate your patience, folks. We'll go back now to 60 the drive. See on the screen there. We paused at 880,000, had a conversation with our lead bidder. Confirmed for me you've just increased your offer, $892,500. Got it there. And sellers, my instructions, on the market for the want of another bid. Got it there, folks, loud and clear, so make no mistakes. Property is now selling. I call it 3 times, 3 times only, nothing further. We sell it away. First call in your favour, sir. Second chance. Third, the hammer goes up. It's on the market. It goes. Sold. Congratulations, Johnny. And of course, to ourselves, we appreciate you working with us here. Very happy all round. Thank you. Okay, well again, a big congratulations to the parties on that previous property there at 60 the drive, but we'll move on now. Welcome Bay, 33 Otiki Park Drive, Sharon and Malcolm Blakey, out of our Cherrywood office, just down the road here. Certainly a wonderful part of town, but as is Welcome Bay, and certainly this address here, a nice family home that is sure to impress. It offers an abundance of space and magnificent views. The home, it offers a superb family lifestyle to its new owners. Legally described, it is under the record of title SA 61D Folio 693, 593 square metres of freehold terra firma. Now, we'll just look at the channels list there. The auto garage door remote, you've got one of those in the security system. It has been added, it just as is condition though for you there. And your settlement dates, the 26th of January 2024, or otherwise as mutually agreed. So throw a shrimp on the barbie, I think. That's Australia Day, I make note. So certainly you might want to rename it Otiki Park Day if you happen to be our new buyer today, because that's the date that you'll be moving in here. Now, the property itself, you get to capture the sun all day long on that expansive wraparound decking. It overlooks the ever-changing views of the inner harbour across to Moel. Now, before you head inside, you can whip up some refreshments in there. You've got that functional and spacious open kitchen, living and dining space there. Your outdoor living, well, I probably think it's the star of the show, but it is supported very, very well by the well-landscaped surrounds and, of course, the popular cul-de-sac location. You've got plenty of parking for the camper or the boat, the convenience of all the local shops nearby, a nice family-friendly neighbourhood, in fact. It's a really good, should strike up some excitement, I would think, a property like this, location like this. Buyers, what do we say? I'll put it to you now. You let us know, show us your indication of cash interest here, and we'll see if we can work with you to get you over the line. Call it to you for one opportunity. Twice we look for the cash interest there. Third call buyers at 33 Otiki Park Drive. Okay, look, doesn't like a bit of cash here, so we'll close the auction there. A little bit more work to do, but certainly a fantastic address, a wonderful home. I'm sure it won't be long before we find a buyer for this one. Wish you and your sellers all the best. Okay, thanks for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. 62 the drive now. Debbie Bennett back again. Again, the privilege of marketing this property for her sellers here. A rare opportunity in the heart of Brookfield. Set on a sizable section with a rather expansive backyard there and sweeping panoramic views across the city. Freehold estate, you'll see it is 1,171 square metres of freehold land. The record title is 497008. 20 working days from date of sale, up your sleeve there, a little bit of flexibility for them, for the right buyer, we've got that there. Of course you do acknowledge we'll be signing the consent notice alongside the contract there and the channels list on the screen to my knowledge, and Debbie, you can confirm for me, no late changes on that one there. The property itself, elevated 3-bedroom family home that offers fantastic views from your main living space. You can sit back, you can relax, and you can celebrate the good buying decisions you made here. For those who enjoy tinkering around, we've got the workshop and the garage in to provide plenty of space for those weekend projects, perhaps, or hobbies that you might have. There's also a great character and history to the property. You'll see there the old decommissioned water tower on site as well. Certainly, I would say it's a good talking point, if nothing else, to the property there. But obviously, a nice big piece of land as well for you. Quiet cul-de-sac location, close to great schooling, local shopping conveniences, and you've got great potential as well to be enhanced a little bit further should you wish. Or you can just move right in and start enjoying from day dot. Folks, up to you what you want to do, but what you need to do now is show me your intention of buying by placing an opening bid. Call it to you now. Cash interest. First the call. Second, you know the drill from here, folks. There's only one number coming, it's a third. Final call. Okay, Debbie, look, we won't delay, we'll close the auction there. But we've got to price this property.
Yeah, we priced it at $1,049,000.
Here we go, sharp price at $1,049,000. $1,049,000. I imagine you're going to be rather busy this afternoon when word gets out that this one is now priced. If you are interested, auction's closed. You can get hold of Debbie and she'll see if she can help you out here. Good luck to your sellers on that one, Debbie. No worries. Okay, we'll continue on then, folks. We're all here in attendance. 62C, the Boulevard. Fran Harman back again. Busy day for you in our auction room, Fran. Fran, based out of our back office. Anything about Mummy, you can give her a call. She knows it like the back of her hand. But the Boulevard, specifically. This one here in the prestigious Palm Springs neighbourhood. Here is an opportunity for families to truly capitalise on the fantastic layout and the possibilities that are offered here at 62C, the Boulevard. Now, you'll see this firstly in a estate and fee simple, containing 430 square metres more or less, and secondly, an estate and fee simple as to an undivided 1/6 share in 258 square metres, more or less. Both the first and second estates, they are comprised and described under that record title 729575. Now, the settlement date, just 20 working days from the date of the agreement, or otherwise it is all mutually agreed upon between both parties there. Again, you'll be signing that consent notice alongside the contract if you are a lucky purchaser today, and quite a healthy list of chattels to meet you there on move-in day. Now, the main residence, it offers dual living spaces and a spacious open kitchen complete with scullery and fine finishings. In fact, the kitchen, it's got a really nice coastal vibe to it, as you can see in the photos there. Out here, well, this next photo, the perfect place to crank up the barbecue, I would suggest, over the summertime. In fact, you can do it all year round because, of course, it is covered there, protected. That alfresco dining space will become your new best friend. Separate access to the granny or grandpa flat, however you like to call it there. Could be the perfect place for the overflow of guests over the summer. The in-laws, the teenagers, all needing a little bit of space. Up to you how you want to utilise that one. And as for location, well, it goes without saying, you're close to the beach, the daily necessities. It makes this family home appeal to, well, pretty much any family looking at the area there. A wonderful offering to you. Buyers, what do we say? 62C, the Boulevard. home. First opportunity then for cash interest. Second call. Third we go then, buyers. Okay, look, pretty clear indication. This one, we've got to do a little bit more work. We'll close the option there. But a wonderful property, a great location. We know we'll see a salt sticker out the front very shortly. Good luck to you and your sellers.
Thank you, Jordan.
No problem. 2 Parnwell Place, Nicholas Maloney out of our Lakes office down there. He's certainly got a pretty good firm stronghold on the Lakes market down there, knows it very, very well, and a wonderful home here at 2 Parnwell Place. So it's a wonderful opportunity for multiple or multi-generational families perhaps, those looking to utilise the whopping 458 square metre floor space offered here. You didn't hear me wrong, folks. I don't believe they didn't hear me wrong, did they?
It's not a section, it's a house.
That's the house. I know. I've seen sections half the size of the house here. Certainly a nice offering for you. Freehold estate, 675 square metres more or less. And your record of title, but that's 107147. Now, your channels list, quite a healthy list on the screen for you there, and of course in the documentation. Just note that that fridge is as is, otherwise there's been no late changes as I'm aware. And your settlement date, the 21st of December 2023, so just in time for Christmas. It could be Christmas at the new house, I would think, if you are a lucky purchaser today. A little bit of flexibility perhaps for the right buyer on that one as well, should you need it there, buyers. Now, the kitchen, not only the social hub, but probably the beating heart of the home as well. Modern appliances and a stone bench top. Those features, they're just going to complement the freshly painted interior as well. From the open plan living spaces, you can connect with nature as you head out to that entertainer's decking space, where the views from the hills to the harbour, or saying they're splendid is probably an understatement really. They truly are really, really good, folks. 4-car garaging, room for the daily drivers, a workshop, a he cave, a she cave. We'll get there eventually, folks. Access to main routes in all directions, nice and easy from here as well. Multi-generational families, or those looking for perhaps an additional income stream, you will certainly appreciate the property here and the self-contained sort of factor to it downstairs. Buyers, I won't rattle on for any longer. 2 Parnwell Place, I'm in your hands. Nice big family home for you there. What do we say, cash buyers? If you're waiting for me to call it, I can. Once. Twice. Third call then, buyers, at 2 Parnwell Place. Okay, we won't hold you up any further then. We'll close the auction, but Nicholas, strong motivation. What do our sellers say?
Yep, our vendors have decided to price the property at 1.83 million.
1.83, $1,830,000. Seems like pretty good buying for the size of the home and the location that you're in there. Certainly if you're in the room here or watching online, you like the look of it and you like the look of the price tag even better, feel free to get hold of Nicholas. He'll be happy to help you out there. A home like this, I would expect quite a good solid sign out the front as I drive past over the Christmas break. Wish you and your sellers the very best on that one, Nicholas. Right, 72 Hammond Street, Helen Lane out of our Cherrywood office. Marketing this property for a seller. A wonderful home, in fact, and no doubt if you had an opportunity to see it, well, I'm sure you probably think the same as us. You've got development potential, room to add value should you wish to do so. A good family home, great for a new family to really make the most of the opportunity on offer. It is a freehold estate, 810 square metres, nice good full-size site for you there, and the record of title, as you say, 31B folio 881. The channels list you see on the screen there, well, there's not too much to have to worry about. That dishwasher as is, and of course you will be signing the consent notice with the contracts later on, and you agree to the terms in that. Now your move-in date, again, we can be in before Christmas should we wish to do so. It's 21st of December 2023, or otherwise as mutually agreed upon there, folks. My math says it's about Thursday from memory, but a little bit of flexibility for you. Now the large kitchen, well, that complements the open and spacious living and dining areas upstairs, fostering really good family connection and inclusiveness and it allows plenty of opportunity to connect socially should you wish to entertain as well. Although certainly a nice relaxing place to call home, already there is scope to add value down the track, perhaps update in the coming years. Perhaps developers, they might like the look of it, even bigger plans in mind. That's up to you. I'm not a developer, but no doubt you'll like the size of the section there for you. It does offer picturesque views. You've got easy access to all the main arterial routes, north, south, east and west of there, and your location, well, it is one of convenience to say the absolute least. 72 Hammond Street buyers, what do we say? I'll look for a cash opening offer here today. First an opportunity, twice the call. Third we go then. Okay, Alan, look, doesn't look like we've got the cash in the room. Close the auction there. A little bit more work to do. It might be a little bit busy though, I'd imagine, when all the conditional buyers see this one still available for them. Wish you and your seller the very best of luck on that one. Okay, 1 bar 31, Reynolds Place in Papamoa. Paula Milner is based out of our Papamoa office. She's been down there greeting you at the open homes or taking you through the viewings that you've been booking with her. And of course, this property here, convenience of low maintenance, comfort in the form of this rather sunny 2-bedroom apartment. Proximity, you get a little bit of everything in the way of ideal locality, I would say. First home buyers, investors, lock and leave holiday makers. This one I would imagine is sure to grab your attention. So let's take a look at the contract. It's stratum and freehold, and all principal unit 1, deposit and plan 512233. All the units comprised and described under their record title 788235 under that South Auckland Land Registry. Friday the 19th of January 2024. That's when you get to settle, you move in, take possession of this property here. It means we can get all the stress of Christmas out of the way and then settle in the new year once we've worked off that food coma that we no doubt all seem to find over the Christmas period. Let's take a look. Natural light, it flows through the open plan living space where even the busy working professional could organise a fancy soiree due to the great layout. And equally though, it is perfect for relaxing should you wish to do so as well. The living room, well, that opens out to your private courtyard, which does double as parking as well if the carport isn't quite sufficient for you. And when it comes to location, folks, well, she is a sturdy investment. The shores of Papamoa Beach nearby, as well as the Excelsior Centre, local eateries, all within very easy reach from your new address here at 1 bar 31, Reynolds Place. What do we say, buyers? The end apartment here. Who's jumping for joy to give me a bid in the room? Once, twice for cash interest. Third we go. Nope. Okay, we're going to close the auction there. Paula, a little bit more work to do, but certainly a popular location. I'm sure it won't be too long before we get a salt sticker out the front there. Good luck to you on that one. No worries. Okay, folks. Back again, Leon and Arthur back again. 224 B Dixon Road. No doubt if you've driven down Dixon Road any time in the last 6, 12, 18, however many months, you've seen plenty of Leon's signs on the side of the road there. He's had a wonderful lineup of properties here, and 224B Dixon Road certainly no exception for you. Whether it's getting a foot on the first run with the properties ladder, or perhaps land banking for future gains, well, there is plenty of opportunity here at 224B Dixon Road. You'll see it's 383 square metres, more or less, the freehold land, and their record title is SA 61A Folio 6. Now, of course, that consent notice will be accompanying the contract. We'll be agreeing to that and signing that one. Your move-in date is 20 working days from the date of the agreement, or otherwise as we agreed. A couple of channels there that will brief you when you do move into the property. And the further terms of sale page, I'll just touch on this for you briefly, summarise it if I can. 23.0, the LIM report dated 21/11/23 indicates that the building on the site was subject to a building permit on the 26th of the 1st, 1982 for the purpose of erecting a garage. There does not appear to be a record of council written consent for the dwelling, nor any records of approvals for the interior improvements to the building or garage. Purchaser further acknowledges that the property has been sold on an as-is, whereas basis without any recourse whatsoever to the vendor, and the vendor warranties in respect to the improvements made by the purchaser are hereby deleted. The purchaser has been advised to carry out due diligence before completing their purchase. Now, as Kiwis, we love a summer holiday, and whether you plan on making this home your holiday pad or simply plan on living your daily life like you're on holiday, well, it doesn't get too much better from here. Close to shopping for your weekend fix, close to good eateries and watering holes, nearby trails and parks, reserves. They're going to provide hours and hours of fun for the whole family. It's an easy stroll, of course, to the golden shores of Pakamama Beach. The current property is fully fenced and provides a nice setback from the road sun trap for its new owners there. Whether you're looking at what it is or what it could be, you certainly can't deny the lifestyle that will be offered to you here at 224B Dixon Road. Buyers, the opportunity, it is here. What do we say? Who says go? Once, twice, third the call then. Okay, Leon, looks like we've got a little bit more work to do here. We'll close the auction, but wish you and your sellers all the best on that one there. And folks, that does conclude our auctions for today. Really do appreciate you all being here with me. We'll see you again next Thursday. We do have a wonderful lineup of properties. Look forward to it, and we'll see you then. Thank you.